Hey guys, so it's March 10th and it's about 10 weeks till my last frost date, and I will be starting my peppers today, as well as some dianthus, some alpine strawberries. You know, I'm not going to do strawberries this year. I've got some plants coming. I'm going to do snapdragons and calendula as well for cut flowers, and spearmint and thyme. I'm also starting some peppers for my sister-in-law, and I will also be starting horehound, which is a great sun angle there. Horehound is a perennial. It's in the mint family. It's medicinal. It's traditionally used in cough drops. And for this one, it is best started with a cold stratification process. So if you do milk jug planting, that's a thing you could do with this. I think it would probably work great. I haven't tried that before myself. We have so many Chinooks. It's a bit difficult to manage that kind of a thing, so I haven't really given that a go. What I'll be doing instead is I'll be placing the seeds of these in a coffee filter in a baggie in the fridge, just making it just damp enough and leaving it in there for about a month, and then in a month's time I'll take them out and plant them into pots. So that's my plan for this week. So with these peppers, I've just labeled them and I'm just going to start seeding them. With older pepper seed, I will do 3 seeds to a pod. With fresh seed, I'll normally go with just 2. And I won't put them all right next to each other. That way, if I need to prune them out, then they're not super tangled. You just want to cover them very slightly with soil. And the peppers I will be putting on a heat mat, and as soon as they are sprouted, they go under lights. I'm actually going to move my onions so that my peppers are under lights so that the lights can help keep them warm as well. I've heard that you can improve the germination speed if you soak your peppers ahead of time, the seeds, but as I've got so many varieties, it would be really difficult to keep everything straight, and I just go ahead and start them a little bit earlier than I would if I was soaking them. Another thing you might have noticed is I don't have names on all of my tags. I've usually written on just one of the tags, and then the other one is just the same color. And that means that this tag next year I could reuse for something else if I decide not to grow that type of pepper again. Another thing I sometimes do is I'll take like a hand sanitizer or some sort of rubbing alcohol, and I'll wipe off the original writings if I want to reuse the tags. That's just something I do so that I'm not wasting tags, and the colors stay really nice and saturated. My sister-in-law's ones are all just white tags because I don't expect to get them back, and so I've labeled them all for her so that she doesn't get confused about what's what. And I've also gone ahead and put all of hers in reused pink pots, and then my own in black or green ones so that I don't get them mixed up. Peppers aren't too difficult. They basically just need plenty of heat. A heat mat is preferable, but a warm, sunny windowsill will probably be fine as long as it's not drafty. Yeah, so that's all I do for my peppers. So for the horehound, I'm just putting it in here. That label wanted to tear off for some reason. And I'm gonna put about 10 seeds down. That should be enough to, we got 12 in there, that'll do. I want at least 6 plants. I know it can have a bit of a germination issue. If you're smarter than me, you will have done the spritzing first, and the seeds don't fly around when you drop them in. And I'm just going to space them out a little bit. Reminds me of my dad. He was a farmer, so when he was testing the viability of his own seed, he'd have plates and he would arrange them in groups, count them out 100 and leave them in their little rows. See how well they germinated. Alright, so I'm going to just flatten that down so the seeds stay in place. And I'm going to label my baggie. That up. So with this wet stratification, you're not necessarily trying to germinate your seeds, you're just trying to give them the right conditions in which they will get ready, and then once you take them out in about a month, so these go in the fridge now, once you take them out of the fridge in about a month, then the seeds get the right signal to grow, and hopefully they'll be viable.